Welcome back to another Afterpulse video. Willis back here again, and this is the video you've been waiting for. We are finally sharing the info, or some of the info, that is proof that clans or squads, some type of friend system, is coming to Afterpulse. Before we jump into that, I'll just touch on some of my back-to-back crate winnings. Been playing a little bit of back-to-back. You get some specialist gear crates, the same ones in the shop after each match. I was lucky enough to get the 6-star Unleashed Werewolf mask. I was previously rocking the 4-star, so that is much appreciated. And we've got a handful of other pieces, some other 5-star, 4-star pieces that I didn't have before, which is always nice to add to the collection. And then another 6-star piece I got that I did not have before is the Shamrock Survivor jacket. Not sure how I'll be integrating this, or if I'll be integrating this into any of my gear setups. Kind of just have it equipped here to try it out with the wolf setup that I've been rocking, that everybody's been rocking, literally everyone. So pretty cool stuff, man. Definitely check out back-to-back. I know some of you guys have been struggling to find games. I have struggled from time to time as well. So wish everybody the best of luck in terms of finding matches, getting those lobbies to fill up, and wishing you all the best drops on the gear crates, man. The good stuff is possible. Might be low odds, but it's possible. So just wanted to share that awesome news, man. Maybe get some more people aware of the event and playing back-to-back. But without further ado, boom, there we go. Afterpulse shared this screenshot with me, and it looks like it is proof that squads are finally coming to Afterpulse. Now, let's break it down a little bit. First off, towards the middle bottom-ish left area, you see that same symbol that we've been seeing in another screenshot, which I'll bring up here just to show you again. This is apparently going to be the next season, which I think will be on June 6th. If we pop back into the game for 1 second here, you see Gamma Protocol event ranking and Jester retakes the offensive. Those are just basically saying the same thing. They're both the Gamma Protocol event, and they both end on June 6th. So I'm assuming that's when we'll see this new tactical defense operation type of thing, which you see here in this screenshot that Afterpulse sent me, and some others have shared it as well since then. I have made a bunch of videos on upcoming stuff, new epic weapons, new ranked gear sets, all the good stuff, man. Check out the last couple of videos if you're just tuning in here, if you haven't been tuning in for a while, man. And we are starting to put together the pieces. So in this screenshot, we see seasonal progression. You see the symbol in the top right. You see the new currency, which has the same symbol. And so one thing I want to point out that I haven't really harped on as much before is with this image here, you see tactical defense operation, which is basically in the same spot that a lot of the past events have been, like Jester, Gamma Protocol, Broken Arrow, whatever, and you can tap on that image to jump into that game mode. But underneath it, on the screenshot you're seeing on the screen here, you see seasonal progression, and we'll pop back into the app here real quick. You see Gamma Protocol here, and so the image of Gamma or Jester Protocol in this case, or that text, they both take you to the same spot. And so going back to the screenshot, I'm surprised that where the text says seasonal progression, I'm surprised that it doesn't say tactical defense operation, right? And so that might imply that there's something different here. Seasonal progression is different, and then tactical defense operation is its own sort of like seasonal game mode, like Gamma Protocol. But they did switch it up here. Instead of having the text go to the same place, I'm assuming that goes to something different. And seasonal progression gets me thinking along the lines of like seasonal challenges, some type of battle pass system where you gotta, like, I don't know, reach a certain tier or a certain amount of currency. We got that new currency in the top middle, and so we'll see. But anyways, we got that symbol in the top right as well. I'm guessing when you tap that symbol, that's when this screen will pop up. And so you see the same symbol. Like I said, there's a join button, there's a squad ID button. It says waiting for squad leader. You see a player in the top left there, which I wonder if that's the same account. Not that it really matters. I guess it doesn't say a username here. Not that that would make any difference whatsoever. I guess you can see the level 2, 15%. Yeah, probably the same person. It really doesn't make any difference, just a random thought. But you see the player in the top left, you see their elo rating, their skill points, 1200, and you see some sort of crown symbol. So maybe they're the squad leader. And you see the squad symbol towards the bottom, middle-ish left, the first thing we pointed out. It has like a lock symbol on it, which might imply like an open squad versus a locked squad. You know, if it's like invite only, or if it's, you know, open for anybody to join and you can lock it down and prevent people from joining. That would kind of be pretty standard for a lot of squad implementations in games nowadays, but just something to point out there. And it is interesting that it says join towards the bottom left, since we see one player in the group here in the top left, and he's got that sort of crown symbol. So I would guess that that means he's the clan leader, but why would he need to join his own clan? So maybe that's join something else. Maybe that crown symbol means something else. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's just the only one in the lobby, so he's the group leader in this case since no one else is there. I don't know. These are all just random thoughts I'm throwing out. So if you guys are making sense of it, let me know in the comments any thoughts you have. Would love to see your guys' opinion. But that kind of covers the left side of this image, and then we'll jump over to the right. So we'll start with the simple things. We see chat in the top right, which they've had in multiplayer lobbies for some time now. That was a pretty cool update, but you know, after a while, it's just like blasé or whatever. You just kind of get used to it. But it's cool, you know. It's not a big step for games, but it's a big step for Afterpulse, and that's something really awesome to see when they added that to the game. And so it looks like you're going to be able to chat, have your own sort of private chat more or less with your squad here. And then we'll focus on the highlighted section now, which is squad info. And so you see two categories, season XP boosters, and you see squad skills. And it says no squad skills active. So I don't know what squad skills are going to be. And I don't know, we'll just kind of leave it at that for now. And then touching on season XP boosters, it looks like these might be available for purchase, which is kind of maybe a little disappointing, but not the end of the world. Since they do have that plus sign there, I'm guessing that you have to buy these with real money. Maybe you buy them with the new currency. If I bring up that screenshot again, you see the currency box in the top middle. The devs did confirm that this is kind of like a new currency. And so maybe you could buy these season boosters with that, but my guess at this point would be that it's real money, and maybe once you buy them, they activate for your whole squad, and then maybe once they're active, maybe they go down to the squad skills section. Maybe, I don't know if that really makes sense. Just an idea to throw out there. Maybe squad skills is something completely different. But we do have these boosters. We'll find out how they work eventually, but they're obviously XP boosters. And so one says booster and one says seasonal booster, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if there's going to be XP separate from seasonal XP, or if the plus 100% one on the right side is just a regular booster that's around, you know, indefinitely. And then the seasonal booster is like a seasonal item where it's around for a set amount of time and then it goes away and then it comes back, then it goes away, something like that. I don't really know, but the question is, what is this XP? Is it the standard player XP? Like you see our player here in the top left is at level 2. Is that going to be that XP? If so, that would be incredibly disappointing in my opinion. So I would be surprised if that's how it works. You see this guy here at level 2, like, yeah, if you're a new player, some XP boost could be cool. I know some of you guys out there haven't quite hit level 200 yet, so maybe you would like something like that. But it's really kind of disappointing if that's the way it works. I don't think that's going to be the way it works. Hopefully not. But throwing it out there as an option. And then if we go back to this, you know, I'm guessing that the new currency, back to this image in the top middle, I'm guessing that currency is going to be kind of like a seasonal XP currency. Like the more seasonal XP you earn, that is reflected in your currency box there. Like the seasonal XP is the currency. I don't really know how else to say that. Hopefully that's clear. And so maybe when you buy these boosters, obviously you'll earn 100 or 300% more, or 400, I guess, if they stack up like that. You know, you'll earn extra seasonal XP. And so maybe, this is what I'm thinking, maybe as a squad, you kind of contribute to the same sort of currency pool at the same time or something like that, and you kind of work together to make your way through this seasonal progression. I would be surprised if they let squads just join like any old ranked battle. Like if we jump back into the actual app that I have up here, I need some better transitions, but I would be surprised if they let a full squad just jump into like casual team deathmatch. I feel like that, as fun as it would be, and especially if you organize games with other squads, if you're just doing that and like essentially pub stomping, a lot of people would call it, it's going to push away a lot of casual players. So I'd be really, really shocked if you're just able to join like a casual team deathmatch or casual back-to-back as a squad. Back-to-back wouldn't be too bad since it's 2 people. If you could like bring us a duo to back-to-back, that would be really awesome. I don't think it'd be the end of the world for casual back-to-back, but casual TDM in this game when it's 4v4, if you bring a squad of 4 people going against 4 randoms, that's just going to be, pushing away those 4 randoms. So, I hope there is a way to play with the squad, but I don't hope that's the way that it's implemented. Maybe, and I think there's no reason for this, that we could pick our own teams or join with a squad in customs. I don't see any reason not to have that functionality at this point. It's kind of ridiculous that we don't have it at this point. So hopefully you can do that in this update. If not, hopefully it's a very next step, high priority step. And then as for ranked, like I think standard ranked, like similar to casual TDM, I don't think you should really be allowed to like join with your squad there. But I do think that there should be a separate ranked mode, and I'm not a fan of adding more lobbies to this game since the player base is already small. I think they really need to think about getting lobbies to fill up, getting players active and finding matches easily. I think that's a huge issue in this game right now, and it's been for a long time. So hopefully that gets better. Hopefully some more people play with this update, things like that. But with the filling up lobbies issue aside, I think there should be a separate ranking for squads, like a squad ranking. I feel like I said squads really wrong there, or really weird there. Squads. But yeah, maybe like a separate ranking for squads, and maybe that's the way that you'll be earning these new ranked gear sets. The things that I've talked about in a lot of recent videos a couple weeks ago by now. And, the main thing they've been saying is that these gear sets can't be can't be bought directly and can't be purchased from crates. So I think they're going to be given out, obviously they have the same symbols as the rankings. And so I think they're going to be given out as some sort of like ranked reward. Now, will that be in standard weekly ranking? Will it be in some sort of event ranking like the tactical defense operation or Gamma Protocol or whatever? Or is it going to be some new squad ranking, which I think could be really cool. But you see they had all these symbols, the legend symbol, the titan symbol, and the elite symbol. So they're obviously going to be related to some sort of ranking. We do know that, we're still assuming, but that's a pretty safe assumption. And then we got the several new epic weapons, which are all deltas as far as we know at this point. And I can bring up some of those here. We got the Jester grenade launcher. This is, as of right now, going to be a secondary. They said they were open to changing things if need be, if there's a lot of feedback from the community. Like on this other one, we have the C-Trace revolver, and the devs said that this would be a primary. Deadshot said on his live stream that he'd like it to be a secondary. Would be cool to have a secondary C-Trace weapon, and the devs said that they would be open to changing it. So we might see this as a secondary now, the first C-Trace secondary. But that's the revolver, and then we got the Winter Warfare series shotgun, which I've talked about in several videos now. Once again, go check those out if you want to stay up to date on all of this info. There's so much coming to this game, so hopefully it's implemented in a good way. And then we also have Mr. Blue and Yellow. Just made a video about this guy recently, but you see the progression from 5 stars to 6 stars to 7 stars here from top to bottom respectively. And I just made a video on this guy. Basically the gist is that this is an assault class weapon, and it will be the first weapon in the game to activate another weapon class's abilities. This will be an assault class weapon, but activate the SMG abilities with the gear and stuff. So it's going to get super interesting. And the other big point with this gun was the symbol on the 7-star magazine, which if you look closely is the same seasonal progression symbol, which is kind of weird why it's the symbol for seasonal progression and the symbol for clans. To me, that says that it is going to be some sort of like clan ranking where you work together with your team or something to, well, progress through the season. And so seeing that symbol on the gun, to me, really implies that it's going to be some type of reward for reaching a certain tier, a certain level, a certain amount of seasonal XP in this new season. And I think you're going to be able to help your squad out and kind of work together. And, you know, maybe if one person buys this booster, the whole squad gets a boost and things like that. So I think I said everything I want to say. Hopefully that all made sense, and I'll kind of leave it at that. Just some really cool stuff, man. I don't want to get overhyped. You know, I wouldn't, like I said, we don't really know how we're going to be able to play with our squad, if we're going to be able to play with our squad, or if it's just kind of like a team or like friend system for now where you can kind of work together, or maybe it'll be like full blown, like, yeah, queue up with your squad anywhere you want to go in the game. So, you know, I'd hold back any really strong feelings, even the most positive, optimistic feelings. I'd kind of hold back a little bit until we actually see the update, because we don't know exactly how it's all going to go down. But nevertheless, this is proof that squads are coming to the game, to Afterpulse here. One of the most requested features since day one, way back in 2015 probably. So, you know, that is awesome. I'm super stoked for it, trying not to get overhyped. And yeah, we should be getting pretty close, man. Like a week and a couple days until the update potentially drops. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me know if you guys are as well in the comments below. And that'll do it for this section of the video. Now we'll just jump into a little bit of gameplay since we're kind of already going kind of long on the video here. But we'll get a little bit of gameplay for you guys. Alright, so we got some gameplay here. We got another 10-minute custom match from Deadshot52's recent live stream. And I ran out of hard drive space on my computer, so I had to upload a bunch of videos to YouTube. Basically just, you know, like private videos, and then just kind of re-download them as I need them. I'm sure I could have used a better option like Dropbox or something, but I just say that to say that the quality's probably not the best it's ever been, but I think it's alright. Hopefully it's alright, because basically I had to upload the video to YouTube, and I'm sure they compress it or something in some sort of way. You know, it never comes out as good as it looks on my computer. It's not a huge difference, but it is a difference. And then I gotta download that video, and then I gotta re-upload that video, and, you know, put it into the editor again in the meantime and whatever. So I'm sure it's not perfect, but hopefully it's all right. And yeah, we'll commentate a little bit on the custom match here. So obviously you saw Flash Reborn is in the match, the legend himself, rocking that 7-star FM Bobcat winner. You love to see it. Rocking that good old wolf setup. He's got the Cluricon vest for that assault protection, which definitely not a bad idea. And this was before I pulled my 6-star wolf mask, so we still got the 4-star wolf mask here, and we're still rocking the 5-star Sea Trace pants. Maybe if we have time to keep playing back to back, maybe we'll get lucky, maybe get the 6-star Sea Trace pants. That would be super, super awesome, but we'll see how we can do here, man. Playing against some legends once again. Black Pond is in here, Sparky's in here, 007D is in here. I believe he was in the match last Afterpulse video I made. I've been posting some other videos as well. Definitely go check those out, man. I would appreciate any love you guys got for those videos, even if you just, you know, open the video in a new tab and mute it or something. I don't know. Hopefully it still counts as a view. You know, just trying out some different stuff on the channel. As always, exploring new territory, jumping into other games. And actually, if you're watching this one, I'm assuming you're interested in Afterpulse, especially if you're watching to this point in the video. And I just started playing Afterpulse on the Apple TV, the Apple TV 4K, whenever that came out, the latest version of that. And you can actually play Afterpulse on there, and I guess they kind of call it like the Afterpulse TV on there. So I might refer to it as like the Afterpulse or the Afterpulse TV or Afterpulse TV or just Afterpulse on the Apple TV 4K. But, you know, I'll try to be clear when, you know, give you a clear idea of which version I'm talking about, since they are different versions of Afterpulse. The Apple TV version is a much older version, but there was recently a big update, and that kind of inspired me to give it a go. So definitely check that out, man. It's like starting over with a brand new account. It is, you know, completely separate from iOS, so starting over with a brand new account in Afterpulse. And this is like, if you're an OG Afterpulse player, you guys know how it was, but you know, this is a version of the game where you got to spend your life in training mode, basically just doing it over and over and over, and completing the same, you know, X number of challenges over and over to get like your standard like 40,000 cash or something. But we are completely starting over from the beginning, so if you guys want to follow that journey, it should be kind of cool if you're a big Afterpulse fan. And you know, I definitely recommend it if you got an Apple TV. If you might want to get an Apple TV, you know, it's a cool experience to play Afterpulse kind of as a almost standard console game. You know, I talk about it more in that video, but you know, it's like the same Afterpulse experience, but on, you know, another hand, it's like completely different at the same time. So definitely check that out, man. Playing other games as well. Rush Rally 3, Durango, Wildlands, started that one. You know, posting the other games that I play a little bit from time to time. Last Day on Earth, Bike Unchained 2, all that good stuff, man. So appreciate any love you guys got. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Some really interesting stuff with the screenshot of the squad screen. Shout out to Afterpulse for sending me that info. I did share it in Discord, and I did actually set up a Afterpulse Team Hub Discord, I'm calling it, and we'll talk more about that as we get closer to the update. And you know, I don't even know if it's going to be a useful server. It really depends how squads are implemented and if you can actually like play with your squad and things like that. But if you can play with your squad, I think it'll be like a useful Discord where we can like organize games against each other, and each team will have like their own section. You can see who's on whose team, and if you don't have a team, you can find a team to join. Or you know, even if we can't play against each other, maybe it'll be useful just to find a team. Or I don't know, there's like 5 billion different Discord servers out there. There's like, you know, with Afterpulse alone, there's like a billion. But so I hate to just make another server, but hopefully it's useful. If not, I'll just delete it. But a handful of you guys have joined already. If you guys want to join, hit me up in my Discord. Shouldn't be too hard to find a link to that. You know, maybe do some work yourself. I can't just like send everybody the link all the time, but you know, if you leave a comment asking for it, I'll try to send you the invite. But it shouldn't be too hard to find if you just do some digging around. But either way, that's probably the easiest way to join. Just join my server, and then it'll be easy to find the other one from there or whatever. Or it'll be easier to share an invite on Discord to the other server. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, man, we'll see if it's useful. We'll see how the squads are actually implemented in this game. But looking forward to it, man. Definitely looking forward to it. Once again, let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking about it. And hey, we got Sparky. Got Sparky in the back. Yeah, man, super hyped. We'll see how it's implemented. But we'll just finish out this match and call it a video. Got the lovely fireworks. You hate to see it. Someday I'll run out of them. We still got over 999. You see there in the bottom right. But it's brutal. It's brutal. I try to get rid of them. That's like my excuse for using them. I'm like, come on, guys. I'm trying to get rid of them. You know, I got to use them. But I mean, I don't know. I think Afterpulse is more enjoyable without the fireworks. I don't have a problem with using them. Let me throw that out there. Like, if you use fireworks, I don't really have a problem with it. But it is annoying to go against. It's like the assault protection. Like, it's part of the game. Like, I don't have a problem using it, but I can still say that I don't like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can still say it's annoying and still use it myself, but I don't know. Some people don't like that logic, apparently. But yeah, at least we're not rocking the assault protection in this video. We got that wolf set up, which is not bad, man. Certainly not bad. Would highly recommend it. Had some other recommendations recently. I think Sam50 hit me up in Discord, said to try the wolf mask with the Tyrant Praetorian torso and legs with the Atom CQR and an Atom rocket launcher. So I still got to give that one a go at the time of this recording. And then I'm sure there's some other ideas out there. I think the floodgates will really be opened when this new assault delta weapon thing, I could actually bring it up on the screen here now, maybe. No, this is probably too hard, never mind. Maybe I'll edit it into this video, I don't know. I spend my life editing, dude, I swear. I spend like 20 minutes recording a video and then it's like 5 hours editing sometimes. I mean, it varies a lot, alright, but because that might sound insane when you see certain videos, you're like, this took them 5 hours to edit? Like, what are you doing, dude? So yeah, not every video takes that long, but there are like 30-minute videos on my channel where I've spent like 10 hours editing a 30-minute video. So, you know, I'm trying to strike a balance between making it as good as I currently can versus like still being able to post. My goal is to post once per day. Obviously, I don't quite do that. Hopefully I at least average out to 1 video per day. But yeah, if you're like spending 10 hours editing a video and you know you get like 100 views on the video, and then like it's just not a sustainable model there. So trying to strike the balance somewhere in the middle between going all out on the edit and still posting consistently. So I don't even know where I'm going with that, but hopefully it's all right. And I forget what I was talking about, the setups. I feel like there was something after that, but we still got some different setup ideas to try, so stay tuned for more on that. Yeah, I think I was talking about the blue and yellow Delta epic weapon that will potentially be a reward for the seasonal progression thing. I think that'll really open up the floodgates for the gear options, since it's an assault class weapon that activates SMG passives. So that'll be super interesting to see what people come up with, people that are way smarter and more creative than me. Because I don't think I would have ever came up with this wolf gear setup, so shout out to whoever figured that out initially. And yeah, there's a custom match with some legends, man. Shout out to Deadshot again for holding down the live stream. Go check out his video if you want to. I'll try to link it in the comments below. I'll probably pin the comment, so check that out if you want to watch that. The developers were in the chat sharing some info, which we've touched on a little bit here and on past videos, and I'm sure we'll touch on more. So that'll finally do it for this video. Once again, check out the new screenshot of the SQUADS screen coming to Afterpulse. We'll see how it's implemented. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next video.